Spartans! Prepare for glory! Welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. I hope you guys are all doing good today. We are taking your guys' chart requests here from the chat. This is all about you guys today. We'll also be taking requests here from the Discord under the live request thread. We'll be starting today from Jennifer. She's requesting MSTR. That thing has been absolutely taking it on the chin lately with the latest sell-off of Bitcoin. You guys can see this thing is down here from our last sell signal back here in July, all the way up there at 400 and, what was that, 450, 460, all the way down here to 84 is around an 81% drop from the top. This thing's extremely beat up. So a play on this is a play on Bitcoin. If you believe Bitcoin's going to bounce in this region or in this area, I do believe MSTR would probably be a good buy here. But what we're waiting on is the next green dot. Okay, we want to wait for the next green dot either on the weekly or the monthly. Okay, again, this thing is absolutely just getting smoked. Look at that sell signal in July. Called the top like an absolute champ, and it's sold off for the last 8 months. So, yeah, people are panicked about this. People are scared. He's got his whole thing with his new STRC. I just can't follow along with it. Personally, at this time, I'd probably rather just buy like Bitcoin itself than MSTR to put all your hope in Sailor there. But one thing I did want to talk about here was we just had the monthly candles close. So you guys know we track the monthly and the weekly chart here, right? We're swing traders. We're not day trading. Okay, our trades are for 1 to 6 months out, and we just had all of these names print green dots on their monthly charts. So you can see these are confirmed signals, meaning they cannot be taken away. Okay, my favorite one out of those, you guys can go look at those after this, but ServiceNow looks really good here with that monthly dot. Okay, the last time we got that was all the way back in 2023. Okay, that was at $79, exactly where we bounced right here. Look at that. That came at 79. We bounced it literally 80. Okay, and now we're pumping. So I think ServiceNow looks really good. Again, all those signals just fired today. CPB looks good. Rivian looks interesting. We got Nail, HIMS on there, ABBV. So these don't come around too often. Like I said, this came 3 years ago. Okay, and it went from 80 all the way up here to 240. Again, a lot of people get caught up in the day-to-day price action. People check their portfolios every hour of the day. Okay, if you're using our strategy, guys, it's a very hard strategy if you get caught up in the day-to-day, right? We are swing traders here, meaning we focus on a 1 to 6 month time frame. So if you're buying this signal right here in June, you should be looking out to at least January of next year, of 2027, to sell. Okay, and again, this went from 80 all the way up to 240. That was a 2-year buy and hold. Okay, if you're day trading, it's just not the channel for you. Okay, we had a lot of talk today in the Discord about Circle. Circle had really bad news today on the Visa, Stripe, and pretty much a bunch of companies got together and they're starting their own stablecoin. You guys just need to understand there's a lot of stablecoins out there. There's like 100 different stablecoins. So this isn't too big of a deal, right? All these companies also support USDC. So to me, this is just a headline. We did buy this, or I bought it. I don't know about you guys. I know some of you guys probably followed me on the trade, but I bought it at around 69. Okay, and it's down here at 62. So I'm down, what, 12, 15% on the trade. What I'm doing on Circle is I'm just waiting for the weekly to come now. So I started a small position right here at around 70, started a position, okay, and I'll be looking to add to it on the next weekly. Okay, the last time we got the signal here on Circle was back here at $60. That was in February. It popped all the way up to 140. That was like a 120% move, and now it's selling back off. So really, all we're doing is just building a position, right? We're just looking for reasons to add to the position that we already started, looking for the green dot next on the weekly. This is what we get for jumping the weekly dot. Okay, literally bought it 2 days ago, and then this news headline comes out, and it drops, all because we didn't wait for the weekly signal. If we would have done that, life would have been much better today. But in the end, we're long on this company, right? We bought that not for the price 2 days later, but for the price 3 to 6 months down, or I'm sorry, 1 to 6 months down the road. If you're looking at the red zone up here, okay, that's all the way up there at 260. If we go back to that level, that's 300%. All the way back to the red zone. So there's a lot of meat on the bone for Circle. They're still crushing it with their earnings. Okay, they're doing very well. And again, USDC is not going anywhere, guys. Like I said, that news headline, all of these companies, Visa, Stripe, MasterCard, Coinbase, they all support USDC as well. Just because they're launching their own coin doesn't mean they're not going to not support that that protocol. So again, it's pretty simple here. We don't trade off these headlines. Like, it sucks, right, if we buy something and we get a negative headline, but ultimately we should be remaining long, right, just waiting for the next signal for a reason to add. That might come in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. But when it does, we will have the opportunity to buy more shares at a lower price. Warren Buffett says you should be happy. You should have a smile on your face when your name goes down. Okay? Why? Because you get the opportunity to buy it lower. Okay? So we'll see where it bottoms. Again, I'm just looking for the green dot there on Circle. I know some of you guys might have had that request here today. I see one here for Craig in the chat for ZTS. If you guys got those chart requests, drop them here in the chat. This thing's just a rug pull right now. So whenever a chart looks like this, just going down, 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 there's probably a reason for it. Looks like bad news after bad news. So what I'd be doing is probably just waiting for a cross up here on the daily. Again, the green dots don't matter if it's stuck in a terrible downtrend here on the weekly. I have no idea what this company is, but if I was trading it, I'd probably wait for the macro signal there on the monthly for ZTS. AVAV. This one had big earnings today, so this one had a signal back here at around 170. It's at 165, so you're about break even right now. This one looks pretty decent here as long as it can hold on to that 130 level. This is that drone technology company. I like the fact that they're sitting right here at the 4-year moving average, right? The blue line is our 4-year moving average. We want to buy into that. We never want to buy up above it, right? We got our cheat sheet over here for you guys, okay? The red line is the price. The mean is the moving average. Okay, when we're trading these assets, we look at the 4-year average, right? We're thinking 4 or 5 years out. Okay, we want to get in, get out on the swings that happen about every 6 months to a year, right? If you bought down here in April of 2025, you bought it at 114. It popped all the way up to $400. Okay, that was a beautiful place to sell. You see the sell signal right there, boom, pulled all the way back. Now we're back into the mean. We're back into the average. We're no longer extended off of that average. Okay, we pulled back. We're actually sitting below it right now. So you know you're down here with the stock, okay, and if you wanted to, you could set a stop loss at 135, but I think this one looks good here if you're long on it. Again, you got to believe in these companies, guys. I don't know what a lot of these companies do or what a lot of these companies are that you guys request, so you need to know the fundamentals of the company. You need to think, is this thing going to be around in 5 to 10 years? And if they are they going to increase their market share? Are they going to increase their revenue? Where are their purchase orders coming from? How are they making money? How are they making revenue? Right? You should know all about that stuff. Don't just buy something because someone on Twitter said it was a good buy. Understand what you're buying and why you're buying it. Our whole goal here at Overkill Trading is to buy great assets at great prices. Great assets are growing, right? Their revenue is increasing. This revenue number, this is going up. This tells us that, hey, they're making money. They're increasing their revenue. They're increasing their business. Look at that. Huge quarter for them. They beat by 15%, so they're crushing it. Okay, and they're sitting right here at the 4-year. So I think this looks great here for a long opportunity on AVAV. What's going on, MCAPS? Last Opus. What's going on, brother? Trav's in the building. Jeff's here. What else you guys got? Michael Seller. That's a good one. Yeah, so if you guys remember back when Bitcoin was sitting at 120, what was Michael Saylor doing? He was telling everybody he keeps buying Bitcoin, and now he's selling Bitcoin down here. So what does that tell you? If he's buying up here and selling down here, right? If he's telling you to buy up here, right? Boom, it's all the way down. I just see so many negative headlines about Michael Saylor right now. If this market does crash, if it goes down to 30K, they're going to blame it all on Michael Saylor. That's what's going to happen. But Bitcoin's still holding on right into this area right here. It did break below 60K, so that is not the greatest thing that we wanted to see, right? 60,000 is the level we've been watching. It did break below it. Ultimately for Bitcoin, we're just waiting on the next signal. Is that going to come here at 60? We could be back up here at 65 tomorrow. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen, but this you could see that there's not a lot of sellers right now at this level besides Michael Saylor. That's good. We're going to call him Michael Saylor from now on. Mr. Never Sell Your Bitcoins, now selling Bitcoin. Yeah, Clarity Act's supposed to be coming here in July. Stablecoins means crypto is for real. Yeah, dude. Think about it. All the stablecoins right now, all the money coming into stablecoins, like USDC, like look at the USDC.D chart. Okay, this means there's a load of money in stablecoins right now. Well, what happens when they sell their stablecoins? Okay, markets go up, right? When this goes up, when money's flowing into stablecoins, it's bad for crypto in the short term, but it's also very good for them in the long term because that just means liquidity is coming into crypto. So the more stablecoins, the more they launch it, the more they launch, whatever. That just means the more money that's going to be in the market to rotate into assets. So I love the news, right? Circle stock don't like the news, but we'll like Circle stock when it gets that green dot down there. That's for sure. I see one here for MCAPS for XDC in the chat. Again, this one's still just hanging out down here, kind of consolidating it. If you go back to this, we're just kind of stuck in this range right now. So again, hopefully you know what you're buying. Just wait for the weekly dot on that one to add to your position. Let's go back here to the live request. We got ICP. That's one I haven't seen in a while. It's sitting down here at $2. This is supposedly the most decentralized crypto platform on the planet, but I don't think people really care. And obviously you could see that in the price. $2 is a big level for it. I'd probably have a stop loss set around 190. Okay, you can see how many times we've hit this level. Right there at 2, we hit it there, we hit it there, we hit it there. It's testing it again right now. Again, you want to see that green dot. I think we're going to get these green dots in the next 1 to 3 weeks. Those are going to be very big, very important signals here. What else we got? PAI, Pay AI. Looks like a crypto. I'm guessing this one's probably, you just want that one to hold on to like 4.004. Look for the green dot on that one. You really want it to hold the bottom of that candle right there. I see one here from Mark in the chat for Oracle. Oracle's still coming down. Again, waiting for that signal. It is back into the EMA. It's back to where this signal came. That signal came right there at 140. It's sitting at 146. So you're back to where the last round of signals came. You do got the MACD crossover here. Just be patient here and wait on the weekly. Okay, don't be like me jumping the gun on Circle and sitting through this drop. Wait for the signal here on Oracle. Okay, don't get cute with it. Just wait for the signal here. I do like the fact, though, that it is sitting here into the 4-year. I don't think this is a bad place to maybe start a position just because that is the fair value. Again, that is the fair value price over the last 4 years. How do we know something is sitting at fair value? It's sitting at the average, right? We're buying it at the average, buying it at the average. Okay, just watch for the signal on Oracle here. I see one here for Ondo in the chat. Ondo also just needs the signal here. That one broke back down below the 9. Their CEO like got murdered or something or died. There was no news on that, but he just passed away. They either killed him or he died. There was never any like follow-up news on it. It's like, oh, the founder of Ondo just died. Okay. Care to elaborate? Again, we're just waiting on the next signal. So if you bought down here, okay, at 24 cents, you were in big profit there at 50. Now it's pulling back here. You'd be looking for a place to add on the next weekly dot here. I see one here for Pyth for Arturo. If you guys got those requests, just drop them in the chat. If you don't have access to the chat, hit the join button here on the video. It's right below the video there. You can get access to the live chat and these live streams when you click that join button. Pyth, that one's green. So this looks like a great place to add. This one's been hanging out right here around 4 cents for a long time. That's telling you right there that 0.029 is the bottom. I'd be a buyer of Pyth here with that green dot showing up here on the chart. Big wick on the bottom too. I think July is going to be a big month. Okay, if we get the Clarity Act passed in this month, we got new stable coins launching. Okay, that's all good stuff for crypto. Okay, crypto, it's not a lie, right? It's not a secret that crypto has sucked over the last year, right? You guys remember how excited and how everybody was having such a good time back here in August and September? Everyone was just hooping and hollering, right? Now it's just silence, right? Every influencer and their mother thinks we're going down right now, which I love, right? We were looking at the fear and greed index a couple weeks ago. Look at, where are we right now? Extreme fear. People are extremely fearful, okay? This, to me, extreme fear is literally despair, right? If you come back to the cheat sheet here, we're in despair. Extreme fear is down here. This is not supposed to feel good. We shouldn't be excited about the crypto markets right now. We're excited because we're getting the opportunity to continue to accumulate everything, right, at these lower prices while everyone else is exiting to go chase the next shiny object, right? But if you're looking at this from a psychology standpoint, right, thinking about the emotions that happen, right, when your portfolio goes way up, you're very excited. It's hard to sell up here. When things are just going up, up, up every day, it's hard to sell. When things are going down, 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 it's hard to buy because you're just like, why am I buying this? It just keeps going down, right? But if you're looking at things over the macro perspective, okay, and again, every time this wave comes down here on Ethereum, gives you green dots down here, if you just have the will to wait until this wave gets back up here, you made money every single time on Ethereum. Every single time. There's not a time on this one chart where you didn't make money buying the green dot down here and waiting for it to come back up here. There's not one time. If there is, you can go ahead and try to show me. Okay, but again, we have to wait until it comes back up here. If we're farmers, We're planting seeds when the wave is down here, right? We're out in the field. We got the combine running. We're just planting seeds, right? We're just planting. Okay, let me tell you a little secret here really quick. When a farmer goes and plants a seed, he doesn't go out to the field and dig it up every day to make sure it's growing. He doesn't go check on it every day. He puts it out there, boom, waters it, nurtures it, adds stuff as needed, okay, and then waits. And then it gets to harvest season. You get the combine out again, you go harvest all your crops, and then what do you do in harvest season? You sell. You enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay, this is how markets work, folks. The only way to make money in the markets is to buy when nobody else is excited. Are any of you in the chat excited right now? Let me know. Is there anybody in the chat that is excited about cryptocurrency, that feels good about the last 10 months? Okay, I don't feel good about the last 10 months of crypto. It's been the worst performing sector of the year. Right? But does that mean we give up and fold right now? We just okay, let's sell here at the bottom, right? Right where we bottomed last year in 2025. Let's sell at the 52-week low. Does that make logical sense? No. Okay, if you bought here and you're still holding, or you bought here and you're still holding, you should just, again, be investing 10 to 15% of your paycheck every single week. That should go on for your whole entire life. That should never stop. If you make $5,000 a month, you're investing $500 a month into these assets, and you're buying more at a lower price, okay? I want this wave to be up here just as much as you guys so we can sell. But again, we've been down here since December. This has been a very brutal bear market, right? A brutal bear market, one that we haven't seen since like back here in 2022, okay? And that was, again, same kind of story. It got really bloody, okay? And then eventually it recovered, right? All it took was time to be right. Okay, being right or wrong is irrelevant in the market, guys, because the only thing that makes you right or wrong is time. Okay, you could be really wrong in the short term, but be very right in the long term. Okay, so it's just a matter of how you want to approach the market, having a plan, having a strategy. Okay, that takes all the emotion out of it. The thing I love about the indicators is we don't have to guess. All we should do on Ethereum right now is just wait for the signal. Wherever the signal comes, if it's 1,400, if it's 1,200, if it's 13, we're just going to buy it there, okay? And then when the wave comes back up here and gives us the red dot, we'll sell it. That's it. I guarantee when the wave's back up here giving us a red dot, it's going to be higher than that green dot at 2,000. It's going to be higher than this one at 25. You're going to be in profit. The only thing that's separating us from being in profit right now on Ethereum is time, okay? Ethereum's a great asset. Is it at a great price? Well, it's currently sitting 37% below the 4-year moving average. So, yeah. Slow Train says, crypto sucks. That's why I'm buying more. Yeah. We embrace the suck here at Overkill Trading. Okay? We're not going to fold and just quit and run away and tuck our tails. If you sell now, you're never going to make money. That's all there is to it. You can shut your phone off, not look at the prices for another month, and see where we are in August, right? I think July is going to be a very bullish month for crypto. There's a lot of headlines, a lot of announcements, a lot of things developing in the month of July. So, like you guys said, you should have took profits last month. Last summer, right here in August. August, September is when we got our sell signal. That was the perfect sell spot. Okay, we didn't get a bounce there. We didn't get a bounce there. Are we going to get a bounce on this next green dot? I sure hope so. But all we can do is look at this thing with a logical lens, not an emotional lens. Does it suck being down right now? Yes. But we're 37% below the 4-year average, okay? Back here in 2025, we were about the same distance, right? 39%. So we had a 39% drop below the 4-year there. We're sitting at 37 right now. That tells me, okay, that this is a very strong support level, and history tells us that we normally get a bounce when this happens. So does that mean 100% we're going to bounce? No strategy is 100%. All these bears on Twitter, they could be 100% right, okay, in the short term. But I believe in the long term, the people buying crypto now are going to be very, very happy. That might be next year. That might be in a couple months. That might be in a few months. Okay, there's no way to really tell. The way we'll tell if we're right or wrong is when this wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot. If we're not in profit by the time that happens, we were wrong. But we can't tell if we were right or wrong until the trade plays out, right? Until the trade plays out, we will not know. Hope that makes sense. What else we got? Link. Yeah, I still have my position on. I'm holding Link for forever, dude. I'm holding Link until it gets a monthly dot up here. Okay? I'm looking for a monthly dot up here on Chainlink. Okay, I'm still bullish on that. It's at 7. I have a massive position on it. I started buying like right here at 12. I bought more here at 8. It's down about $1 from where I last bought it. I'm just looking to add more on the next green dot there for Chainlink. Again, I don't have to guess. I don't have to think. I just simply buy when the dot pops up. Okay, this is another name that's trading extremely, extremely 45% below its 4-year average. Insane. Like, this is the most utilized cryptocurrency on the market. If anything's going to go up because of fundamentals, it's going to be Chainlink. Okay, and it's sitting down here at $7. So, I mean, you're getting it right now at a lower price than I got it. I'm down like, I don't know, probably 20 to 30% on my position right now. But guess what? It's not a losing position unless I sell it, right? It doesn't count as a loss unless I sell. Okay, the only people losing are the people that are selling and giving up right now. Okay, I'm waiting until the wave comes back up here and gives me a red dot. Okay, I probably won't sell my Chainlink until I see a red dot. And look how deep the wave is. Last time the wave got this deep was in October of 2022. It went from $6 all the way up to 30. That was a 500% move. Okay, so again, just being very patient right now on Link and with a lot of these other cryptos. Netflix, that's a good request. I actually like Netflix here. We just need that green dot. We just need the green dot there on Netflix. It's into the 4-year. It bounced on the 4-year last time, but this time it got rejected. So we're just looking for the weekly signal. They got earnings coming up in July. So a lot of big companies reporting earnings in July. That should move the markets. TEAM, you got the signal down here at around 72. It's sitting at 77 right now. God, some of these software companies just been absolutely smoked. You just want to wait for the next signal on that one. Wait for the green dot to average down. If you got in here at 75, I mean, you're buying right here at around 77, so you're kind of buying it at the same price if you were to get a green dot here. That one also has earnings in July as well. AGLD. This one looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad. It's not on the EMA, but it's sitting pretty close. It does have a red dot, though, so I'd probably wait for the next green. If you entered on this green dot right here, you got in around 11 cents. This is a penny stock, so we just really don't mess around with penny stocks, but it is up above the EMA, which is a good sign. That's bullish. NGO. Yeah, are these cryptos or... I don't see those. Are those cryptos or stocks? What else we got? Let's go back here to the Discord. If you guys have chart requests, if you're watching the replay and can't jump on the lives and request charts, you can request them over here in the Discord under the live request thread here. I see one here for PRCT. PRCT looks interesting here, just waiting on the signal. It looked like it's putting in a double bottom down here at around 19. This thing's got absolutely clobbered here. This actually looks interesting here above $19. Again, that's a double bottom. If you guys don't know what a double bottom is, it's where we bottom. See how we hit the price right there at 19? We come up and we go back down. We test again. We test that same support level and bounce. So again, just waiting for the green dot there on PCRT. We got BSX. This is Boston Scientific Corporation. This thing just keeps falling as well. Again, these dots don't matter if the company's just in a downtrend. So if that's the case, right, you want to wait for the monthly. Okay, wait for the monthly alert there on BXS. Wow, this is a huge company too. Big. Is this a healthcare company? BSX. Let me see here. /info BSX. I'm still working on our info thing over here. Doesn't give a description, unfortunately. It is healthcare technology. Yeah, so it is healthcare. And I like healthcare stocks right now. So I'd wait for the monthly on PSX here. I see one here for ZS from Trent. That one's bouncing nicely as well. Another double bottom. You see how it sold off. It pumped up, came back down, tested, and now it's reversed. It's got the green dot there. So that one looks good. Your stop loss on this would be this low right here, right there at 114. Okay, and that one looks good. I like ZS here. Okay, got a green dot right here at 130. You got another one right here around 140. So that's all in the same range. Okay, we're waiting for the wave to come back up here now and give us a red dot like it did back up there at 320. Boom, big sell-off. Now we're back into it. We got HIMS, HIMS. HIMS is still looking good. Still pumping up. I sold mine this week, so it's probably going to go back up here to 60 now that I sold. But good on you guys for still holding this. I just sold this red dot right here to raise some capital. I needed some cash. I think there's just a ton of opportunities right now in the market, and I'm raising cash. We bought this one down here at 14. So, I mean, we were up. I was up like over 100% on it. So I decided to take profit. If I was still in it, though, I'd use a stop loss at $29. $29 would be your stop loss. Your target's up here in the red zone. That red zone is our Fibonacci retracement tool up there. If you guys do not have these indicators that I'm talking about here, you guys can download them over here under the trading indicator tab in the Discord, under the onboarding section. I do have a free trading course that goes over every single one of these indicators and teaches you exactly how to use it and why we use it here. Again, the red dot in the red zone is where we look to sell. That came at 64 last time, sold all the way off to 14. Okay, and now it's pressing back up to it. So our target would remain 53 to 65. I sold this one hoping for a pullback, but it did not get a pullback here, and that one still looks very, very bullish. So either waiting for a red dot on the weekly or a red dot up here in the red zone. Again, I did take some profit on this, and again, I was up 150%. I'm not complaining about that. So it still looks bullish. Looks like it wants to break out. It also actually is one of the names that printed a green dot here on the monthly, which happened back here in December. Okay, it went from $8 all the way up to 74. So I'm looking for a pullback on HIMS personally. Okay, but I might not get it. If it comes down to like 27.50, I'll probably get back in. But right now, this is a good one. It looks like to hold. And just set a stop loss at 29. 29 on the stop loss there. What else we got? They're cryptos. AGLD USD. Okay, Adventure Gold. That one's got a green dot. Sitting at an all-time low. So if you believe in this project, it looks like a good time to buy here. I've never heard of this one before. And what was your other one? NGO. NGO. I don't see one for NGO. I don't see a crypto NGO. CEG from Trent here. That one's red. Flip to red here. So I would have a stop loss set probably right there at 240. I don't think energy is the play anymore. I think energy already had its run. But I would put a stop loss on that one at that 239 level. We got SUI, that's SUI. So looking at SUI's chart, you guys can see that we're right back down to where we bottomed in 2024. Again, we're sitting at a 2-year low, and you got influencers telling you guys to sell right now. This is the lowest price in 2 years. Again, if they're day trading, great. I mean, if you guys want to try to day trade and think you can be the 3% of people that actually succeed in day trading, feel free. Okay, in my opinion, the only way to make money in the markets is to buy and hold. The hardest part is the holding, especially in a bear market. Okay, but if you're buying in bear markets, that's when you're winning. That's when you're winning over the long term. Does it suck in the short term sometimes? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I bought SUI right here at 85 to 90 cents. Does it suck that it's down 20 cents that time? Absolutely. Am I panic selling down here? Absolutely not. Okay, what are we doing? We're waiting for the signal to buy it again. Okay, and again, we're sitting at a 2-year low. So according to the chart, this is a great time to be buying SUI. Okay, because again, we got the green dots down here in July. Did it probably seem like a good idea buying it down here after it just dropped from $2 all the way down to 55 cents? No, right? According to the sentiment in retail, they're probably freaking out down here. Oh my God, sell it. It's going to zero. But up here, if you guys remember back in 2025, SUI was the greatest thing ever at $5. But now nobody cares about it down here at 69 cents. So I like SUI a lot still. I think their ecosystem is very strong. We're just looking for the weekly signal there on SUI. We got Lucid. Lucid's actually going up. Okay, we entered this one off the monthly. I think I'm about break even on this right now. So again, just waiting for the wave to come back up here and give us a sell signal. We're targeting up here in the red zone around 28. What is that? 28.50. Okay, somewhere around there. We're still sitting down here at like $6. So we have a long way to go on this one. If we get a sudden breakout or a big move up, we might look to trim some, but ultimately right now we're just waiting for a reason to sell. We don't have a reason to sell because there's no red dot on the weekly chart, and we're not near the red zone yet. Okay, if you get halfway to the red zone at 18, fine. You could take some off. That's 200%. But right now we're waiting for a sell signal on Lucid. We're about break even on that trade right now. ONG. That's on. So you're looking at on. Someone brought this up yesterday. Yeah, we got the sell signal right here in June. That came at 120. I wouldn't touch this thing. Looks very bearish. I'd be shorting ON right now. I'd be shorting this. Okay, we'd want to buy it closer down here to like 60. Okay, do not buy until you get the red dot on, the green dot on this. Okay, time to buy for us was down here in April of 2025 at 34, 35 bucks. Okay, went all the way up to 140. That was a beautiful buy back there. If you entered off those signals, 200, 300% over the last year. Okay, time to take profits. What else we got? Bobby, what's going on, brother? NRG. That one's green, so you're using a stop loss. Probably move your stop loss up to like 130 on that one. 130 on the stop loss. Targeting up here in the red zone at around 170 to 190. NOC. I think we looked at this one yesterday. Looks really good down here. Look for that green dot. I'd buy it right now. You can see every time this thing comes down into the blue line since 2018. Okay, since all the way back here in 2011, actually. 2011 was 15 years ago. Okay, every time this thing hits the blue line, for the last 15 years, it's been a great time to buy. What's it doing right now? It's hitting the blue line. So if you're going off the last 15 years of data, right now is a great time to buy. Look for that signal to pop here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. TAO. That's bit sensor. TAO USDT. Looking for the signal on that one. Last signal came down here at 175. We popped up to 400. Again, everyone's excited about this name up here at 400. Not a lot of people talking about it now that it's pulled back about 50%. So a very choppy name right now. Okay, just looking for the signal. Again, all we do is just look for the signal. Wait for that green dot. Where's it going to come? I have no idea. It could come right here at 200 or it could come down here at 150. Okay, we're just building our bags down here. Great assets at great prices. What else we got? NOT. I don't think you're... Oh, not in stuff. Aerodrome. I like Aerodrome a lot, guys. This is one of my heaviest positions right now. It's holding on to that 9 EMA very well here. The dot is still green. This thing's going to remain bullish over 40 cents. As long as it holds 40 cents, it is extremely, extremely bullish. Okay, just looking for that red dot for a reason to sell. They got a big announcement coming tomorrow, don't they, Jeff? Aren't they launching their new like predictive markets or whatever, their new technology that they're... I think that's launching tomorrow in July. So there's some very bullish catalysts in July that we're going to see in crypto. So again, the people that are holding and buying right now, I think are going to be very much rewarded in the future. I still think we are very, very early in regards to crypto. Okay, once again, if you're buying now, you're buying in extreme fear. Extreme fear. Does this feel good? No. Nope. No. We're not around the fire singing Kumbaya right now, right? People are back in their tents, right? Not feeling so good. We just got defeated in war, right? Not a good battle, okay? But again, do we give up? No. We just keep it pushing and understand where we are at in regards to the macro, right? If we're in extreme fear, that tells us that we're down here. Does it make sense? According to this chart, is it a good time to sell when we're in extreme fear, aka despair? No. Does it make sense to sell the bottom? Absolutely not. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, I don't know why people do it. I don't know why people are excited to buy when we're at all-time highs and want to sell when we're at all-time lows. I don't understand it. You don't understand it. But that is the human psychology when it comes to the market. The only way to buy, or the only way to make money in the markets, is to buy when everyone else is running away. That is the best time to buy. Period. Straight up. Okay? If you just buy, this could be your only indicator. Go to coinmarketcap.com/chart/fear and great index. If you just bought and held when this reached extreme fear over time, you would probably make a lot of money. You wouldn't need an indicator. You just look at this thing every morning. If it's in extreme fear, you buy the crypto names that you want to buy. Chainlink, Ethereum, Sui, Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, right? When this hits extreme fear, it doesn't happen very often, right? Before 2025, it only hit extreme fear once, okay? Twice. We hit it there, popped out of it, hit it again. Red is extreme fear. Look how many times we've hit it since 2025. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times we've hit extreme fear this year, in the last year. That's insane. This is, in my opinion, the worst bear market in crypto history. So if you're still here, if you're still holding, if you're still buying, right, you're doing the right thing. You're not giving up when times are hard. Okay, when things are bad, right? Warren Buffett says, buy when there's blood in the streets. Buy when people are fearful. Buy when people are extremely fearful. Okay, those are the times to dig in, not the times to give up and go do something else. Okay, because if you sell now, what's your plan? What are you going to do? You're going to go trade Pokemon cards? You're going to get into sports card? No, it's the worst possible time to quit crypto right now. The worst. Just like it was in 2023. Again, I almost deleted my channel in 2023, guys, because it was so dead. There was no one in the Discord. Look at this. Green dot on Bitcoin right there, $16,000. This thing went from 16 all the way up to 130. That was almost, well, that was Just about 1,000% move over 2 years. So if you're freaked out of a little 20 to 30% drop, you got to look at things in the macro. Okay, 30% is not going to be anything if we go up 800% in the next 2 years. Okay, can that happen in crypto? I think so. Absolutely. I wouldn't be buying crypto if I didn't think that. Okay, again, look how early we are. Okay, in crypto right now. Global stocks, $143 trillion market cap. Gold is a $35 trillion market cap. Bitcoin is currently under this number now since I posted this at 1.4 trillion. So if a little bit of this comes over to here, the price of this is going to go up. If a little bit of this comes over to here, the price of this is going to go up. When is that going to happen? Probably when there's more clarity on how crypto is going to be involved in the economic ecosystem of the globe. Okay, and what's gonna cause that is the Clarity Act. Okay, once we get the Clarity Act, once there's more clarity, that's when the money's gonna rotate. That's when the money's gonna come from here and go to here. Okay, this is how early we are, guys. This is how early we are on the macro. If you're thinking of this in the next couple of weeks or couple days or whatever, fine. Yeah, we're probably gonna still be in the same spot. But if you're thinking in 5 years, how much money is gonna come over from the boomer gold? Okay, holding or the global stock, how much money is going to come and rotate from these two sectors into this sector? Okay, and cryptocurrency as a whole is like a $2 trillion market cap. So again, you got to think of things on the macro perspective here. If you're using our mindset, if you're using our strategies, that's how it is. We're early. This is like buying tech stocks in the 90s, guys. Imagine buying Microsoft. Imagine buying Amazon back down here in the 90s. Okay, down here at 6 cents. Amazon stock, 1997, 6 cents. And you were scared about a little 20% dip down here. Imagine that. Imagine. Okay? Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Calm and collected, baby. Calm and collected. Okay? We embrace the suck. We embrace it. We don't run from the suck. We embrace it on a daily frickin' basis. Not in the markets, but in life in general. If something sucks, guess what? You're about to level up. Your character is about to grow, right? Through perseverance, we grow. It says that in the Bible many times. Persevere. Hard times come, you persevere. You endure. You carry on. You don't quit. You don't fold. You don't give up. ASST, that one gave a signal back there at 17. I'm out of my position. That one's still coming down. Just waiting for the green dot on that one. We got ACN. ACN got absolutely smoked on its earnings. They beat their earnings and sold off 20%. Okay, so that happens sometimes. Again, earnings is always a gamble. What we're looking for on ACN is to average down on the next weekly green dot now that it has sold off. Okay, I bought this one right here around 170. It's down, yeah, that was a pretty nasty drop. That was like 22%. So again, what's the rule in the trading course that we follow? Okay, never exceed more than 2.5% of your total portfolio on one trade. Okay, look to average down if the position declines 20% or more. So we're prepared for 20% drops, guys. We know what to do if something drops 20%. What do? Well, we wait for another buy signal. Okay, and what are we going to get? We're going to get a green dot here probably in the next 1 to 3 weeks on ACN, and we can look to average down at that time. But until we get the dot, we're not looking to average down. Appreciate you, Mr. Market. That's what I'm here for, brother. Oh, we got the verse of the day incoming from Slow Train. Hit us with it, brother. Let's hear it. We got H-bar. H-bar's still red as well. I got stopped out on this one as well on that red dot right there at 8. It's coming down. Again, just wait for the signal, guys. You don't have to jump the gun. You don't have to rush into it, right? Just wait for the signal, okay? Wait for the signal on H-bar. Okay, if you bought it here at 8 cents, guess what? You're getting an opportunity to buy it lower here on the next signal. Okay, again, nasty bear market here. Okay, nasty bear market. But look how far down we are on the monthly, guys. This is... oh my gosh. This is insane, dude. Like, look at Bitcoin. Every time the wave came down here on Bitcoin since 2015, it's been a great time to buy and go long. Okay, that was at $200. This right here was at 3,000. This right here was at 16,000. We're going to get another one here shortly, but my whole point about this is when this wave is down here on the monthly chart, it is a generational wealth opportunity for names like H-bar and right anything that's down here. Chainlink's down here right now. Okay, everyone's bearish. Everyone's losing their mind. Folks, they're trying to get you out. Do you guys understand that these guys, the smart money, the really rich people, the billionaires and the trillionaires, do you guys realize that 90% of the media, probably more than that, 90 to 95% of the media is controlled by a handful of corporations, right? And these guys can put out narratives to make you panic and make you sell and make you scared. That's why I just don't even look at the news, guys. I literally do not give a damn about the news because it's all there for a reason, right? They want you to feel the panic, okay? They want you to panic down here. They want you to sell when things are bad. Why do they want you to sell when things are bad? So they can buy. They can only buy if you sell. They can only sell if you buy up here, okay? So these guys were unloading up here, right? Chainlink, we sold all our Chainlink above 20 last year. Okay, we started buying again at 11. Okay, it's all the way down to 7. Okay, we've gotten 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 4 opportunities to buy it in 1 year. Okay, that hasn't happened since literally ever. Okay, that's the first time that's ever happened according to the indicator. So again, you can see where we bottomed back here in 2023. Again, we're sitting at a 2 to 3 year low at the moment, and everyone's losing their mind. Okay, 2 to 3 year lows. Doesn't make a difference to us. We want to buy at the lows and sell at the highs. We're waiting till the wave comes back up here. We got a couple verses today. One from Slow Train, one from Bobby. Let me zoom in real quick. Slow Train says, Proverbs 21:5, good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. Ooh, that's a bar, dude. So how many times do we get in a rush in one day, guys? How many times do we get in a rush? How fast or how quickly do we want to be rich? We want to be rich right now. We want to make all this money. We want to make all these 10x, 20x gains right now. Okay? What that verse is saying is that, hey, when you're hasty, when you want it now and you don't want to wait and you don't want to plan for it, okay, that's going to lead to poverty. If you want to get rich quick, you will be poor. That's what that verse says. Okay? And it says good planning and hard work lead to prosperity. What do we have here, guys? We have a plan. We have a strategy that has proven to work, okay, over the long term. Our plan, our strategy is what we go off of. If we're not following our plan and our strategy, we're not planning. We're not being disciplined, okay? We're not working hard. We're not working smart, okay? If you're trading and investing, you need to have a plan, just like anything else. If you go into real estate and you go buy a house, a rental, you're going to do your due diligence. You're going to make sure that all your T's and all your I's, right? All your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted. You have a plan. Have a plan and stick to it. If you buy something, okay, like let me just go back to the Circle trade here today. Okay, Circle's down 17%. What was the first mistake I made on buying this 2 days ago? Well, I didn't wait for the signal, okay? I was trying to get cute and play a daily alert here. Thought we were going to bounce there at, what was that, 67? And boom, bad news comes. Guess what bad news does? Bad news makes a stock go down. And is it really bad news? I don't think so. I just think it's a stupid headline that's causing people to panic down here at the lows. But again, what could I have done better? I could have waited for the signal. Okay? I have a plan. Starting this here, I still had a plan that, hey, if this goes lower, I'm just going to wait for the next dot to play it. So did I jump the gun a little bit? Yes. Okay? But again, I had a plan to buy it lower. I never exceed more than 2% of my total position, of my total portfolio on one single trade. Okay, so if this goes down 20% in one day, and I only have a 2% position, I'm losing less than 1% of my total portfolio. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't bother me. If anything, it just gives me another opportunity to buy more at a lower price. Because if I like it here at 70, I'm going to really like it down here at 60. Okay, that's just the way it is. But again, we're just waiting on the signal. So that's a great one, Slow Train. Proverbs 21:5. Good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. I love that, dude. We got one from Bobby too. Matthew 10:14. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet. I love that, dude. You don't got any. You don't have time for people that don't welcome you. If people don't welcome you, if people don't make you feel at home or welcome or like you belong or that they love you, absolutely. Walk out the door, stomp off your feet, and get going. I actually had an experience with that moving back to my hometown not too long ago. It just wasn't the same. And my wife and I ended up moving. Slow Train says he has a plan. It's called logic, data, and discipline. I love that, man. LDD method. That's what our strategy is based around, guys. If you guys are new, check out that trading course over there. It's completely free inside the trading course tab over here in the Discord. That Discord link is down in the description of this video, and it pretty much goes over our trading rules and our plan. Everything we do here is based on 3 things: logic, data, and discipline. Okay, all of our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. I won't go over the strategy. You guys got to watch the course if you guys are new to learn that, but pretty much our buying strategy involves the larger time frames, the weekly and the monthly charts. We're macro swing traders here. Okay, we're looking for the green dot down here below the white line. Okay, and we're looking to sell the red dot up here. Okay, that's all we're doing. The hardest part about our strategy is having patience. Okay, but that's the hardest part about anything worth having in life, is being patient. Like Slow Train said, right? Planning, working hard, sticking to the plan no matter what. Okay, no matter how bad things look. When things look really bad, that's normally when you need to double down. That's not when you quit. That's when you need to go harder. Okay, and again, just having a plan. Just having a plan. We have a plan. And in order to stick to that plan, we need discipline, right? Logic is the plan. Data is the charts. Discipline is the ability to stick to our charts. Okay, the hardest part is the discipline, right? To not panic when things go down, right? Circle down 20%. Are we panic selling today? Absolutely not. Okay, because we're buying this thing. If we bought this 2 days ago and it goes down 20% and we sell it, are we sticking to our plan? No, because again, we bought it 2 days ago thinking about, oh, where's the price going to be in January, February of 2027? Okay, because again, that's our plan. 1 to 6 months out on all investments. So if you buy something and it goes against you the next day, you got to stick to your plan. You got to have the discipline to be able to endure that. Yeah, can you be stopped out? Sure. But ultimately, it doesn't matter, right? If we're using position sizing like we talk about in the course, we should be happy that this is going lower, right? Looking to buy the next signal there. What else we got? Jeff says he has no plan but to follow Overkill. Well, I hope I live forever then, Jeff. Love you, brother. We got Service Now. This one looks good. So this was one of the ones that printed a green dot here. Again, we just got new monthly candles. So at the end of every month, today is the last day of June. Okay, we just got all of these monthly alerts going off. So these are the most bullish signal that we can get according to our strategy. Okay, and we had a handful of them get confirmed. So tomorrow, we're going to wake up, and there's going to be a lot more of these for both crypto and stocks. So obviously pay attention over here. Crypto candles actually close here in 2 hours. In 2 hours, we're going to get the crypto ones that are confirmed and that are also showing up in the month of July. So watch out for that. But ServiceNow is probably my favorite one off of that list. Down here at $100, I'm a buyer of ServiceNow here. I'm looking to re-enter that position here. Visa also has the monthly. Looking good. Our target's up here between 360 and 370. The reason I like now so much is because there's so much meat on the bone, right? If our target's up here in the red zone, like it always is, that's 106%. Okay, if you look at something like Visa, okay, it doesn't have that much meat on the bone. It's only like 8%. Okay, I'd rather take now at 100% potential gain than Visa at 8%. So I'd take now over Visa in a heartbeat. And your last one was Solana. Is Solana holding on? Yeah, Solana's holding on to its green dot. So again, we got this green dot back here in February. That came at $80, $80 to 82. It's sitting at 73 here. You could average down. You could add to your position. If you believe in Solana in the long term, I think this looks like a great spot to buy it here according to where we're at on the chart. You got the green dot. You're 35% below the 4-year average, right? We're just continuing to dollar cost average. I like Solana here. Solana and Now, I both like those from your requests. Visa looks okay, but not great. Green dot in the red zone. Why a penny stock? BAYRY. It's an OTC stock. Yeah, I'd sell it. It's in the red zone. We don't trade penny stocks here. We just don't. We want to trade great assets at great prices. Microsoft's turning the corner here, looking for the green dot on Microsoft. Again, it's right back down to where this one came in April, literally sitting at the same price right now here at 370. So I think this looks like a great price for it. It was right back here 2 months ago. Again, it went up really fast and sold off, but you got a green candle forming here this week. This actually looks pretty good here. I do like Microsoft here at these levels. We got SPXL. The SPY Bull ETF. That's an interesting That's an interesting one, but we're not buying up here. We don't buy in the red zone. Okay, we want to sell our bags up here. This is where we sell. Time to buy was right there at 180. Had a beautiful move there. We got SOXS. This one's still going down, but again, we're still remaining short on chip stocks. We believe chip stocks are very overdone. Again, this has just been absolutely annihilated. The inverse of this is Soxel. So you can see that Soxel is right up here, very extended off of the 4-year here. Okay, 81% off the 4-year average. Again, every time it gets that extension, it comes down. And when this comes down, this goes up. So I know I entered this at $5. It's down big. It's a 3x levered ETF. So they do have a stock split coming up here on the 15th of July. But I'm remaining in my position. I'll hold this thing to 0 if I have to, because chips are just they're so overdone to the downside or the upside that it's ridiculous. I mean, you look at these charts, INTU or Intel, INTC. Okay, it's not really breaking out here. It's just kind of chopping around. So, yeah, if you're short, if you believe chips are going to come down, I would remain a holder, and I would continue to add to it. That's what I'm doing, at least. SEI, again, this thing's just getting, these crypto names have just been absolutely wiped off the face of the planet. This has been brutal, dude. If you want to buy it, wait for the green dot. But again, that's a very new project. So, again, just waiting on the signal. If you bought it here at 6 cents, you should be looking to buy down here at 4 cents. MU, this is another one of those chip names. Again, it's just all-time highs, right? Everyone's having a good time. Great time to be a day trader. Okay, but currently sitting in the macro, 80% off of its moving average. So if I'm a bet man, I'm going to bet this thing is going to come down eventually. And that's the reason for buying SOXS. Okay, so if these come down, right, if AMD and those things reverse and go the other way, SOXS will come down. Okay, and it just keeps going up in the short term. But where will it stop? I have no idea. Okay, it'll probably go to $1,000. Everything's probably going to go to $1 million because I'm shorting SOXS. But the second I sell SOXS, I swear these things will come down. So, again, this has been a parabolic, insane move for chip stocks. We should have bought chip stocks back here in March and back here in April. Not up here, though. Okay, I'm remaining short and looking to add to SOXS on the way up. I see one here for slow trend for HT. What is that? HTGC. Hercules Capital. Got a green dot there. Looks good. I'd use a stop loss on this at 15 or somewhere around 15, like 14.90. Okay, they got earnings coming up on the 30th of July. Domo, D-O-M-O. Yeah, so I'm a seller of Micron, obviously. I'm a seller of all the chip stocks. I don't want to own any of those. Again, as someone who's 6 months out, right, this is not a good time to go long. Okay, not a good time. Good time to go long right here, though. And right down here, when we got our signals, but not up here. Not up here. I see one here for Ray, R-A-Y, USD. This is the Solana ecosystem play, still hanging out down here at 60 cents. Looking for the green dot. I think that's probably going to come here in July. 1 to 3 months. Or I'm sorry, 1 to 3 weeks. I think you'll see the next green dot on Ray. I think it looks good. Again, we've just been going sideways for the last, since February. So 5 months of just sideways action here. What else we got? Oh, Domo. Requested Domo. That's got a green dot here, so that looks good. Again, another stock that's very beaten up. We like beat up stocks. I'd be a buyer of this one here. You just want to make sure that one holds on to that $1.85 level. These guys are like a penny stock, though, so just make sure it holds that low from a couple weeks ago there at 185. We got DOT, D-O-T. More crypto. DOT I got stopped out of like at $1 or something like that, $1.50. Again, it's this crypto market is just unprecedented, dude. I think these are the lows here in June. If this thing keeps dipping, that'd just be absolutely insane. Yeah, you're looking for a green dot there on the monthly. It has the green dot on the monthly, actually. You're looking for it on the weekly. Okay, I don't know what the deal is with some of these names that just keep going to the floor. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. From $60 all the way down to 80 cents. That's just insane. So again, you gotta ask yourself, are some of these projects going to make it? I want to buy the projects that actually have revenue and utility, right? Names like Uniswap. Uniswap sitting at a 6-year low right now, I think is a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. I see one here for Saro, S-A-R-O. This one's pretty new. It got the signal back here at 25. It's ripping, so you just be looking for your sell signal now. Okay, where's the red zone on that? The red zone's sitting up here between 32 and 34. So you're looking for the red dot on the daily or the weekly here to sell this one. Nice move there off the bottom. AVAX, so we already cover AVAX. That one has a weekly, so we'd be buyers here. If you think this is going to make it, it's sitting at the lowest price that it's ever been. I think I deleted my EMAs. One sec. There we go. AVAX. Okay, I mean, this thing's just touching the floor, man. I mean, green dot right there. I mean, we were at $8 last year, or a couple years ago in 2023. It went all the way up to 67. Okay, again, you're just buying here, waiting for the wave to come back up here and give you a red dot. Okay, if you bought here at $8, guess what? You're buying more down here at 6, waiting for that wave to come back up here and give you a sell signal. %12 dividend on HTGC. That's nice. What else we got? C98. C98. Oh my gosh. Looks like a rug pull. Lowest price it's ever been. So if you're buying something at the lowest price it's ever been, you better hope it goes up. ISRG, I took a trade on this yesterday. It is down here today, but it has the green dot on the weekly. So again, this is a long-term play. This isn't a day trade. This is a 1 to 6 month swing. We're waiting for the wave to come back up here and give us a red dot. This is a big healthcare company, and we're sitting right here on the mean. As long as it can hang into this onto this like $400 area and that dot remains green, I will remain a holder of ISRG here. Okay, I'd be a buyer / holder of ISRG. SYM. That looks good. Reversing nicely there. We'd be buyers of that name here at 45. SERV, this is that robotics company. Okay, looking for the green dot on that one, trying to find a bottom here at 550. Just wait for the signal. WGS. You got the signal back here at 46. It's up quite a bit. What's the daily saying? Yeah, so your target should be up here between 130 and 160. Pretty extended here on the daily. I'd probably wait for a pullback and a green dot on the daily before I bit that one. You're a little late on that one. What else we got? NVIDIA, NVDA. NVIDIA. Just looking for the green dot on that one as well, on the weekly. BMNR. Also needs the signal. CMG. Green dot came right there at 32. It's at 34. This actually looks pretty good. CMG actually looks pretty good down here. That'll probably get a monthly dot tomorrow. But I actually like CMG. I'm going to add that one to our watch list. That one looks very strong there above 29. ADMA. Also green here. You got the MACD crossover. This looks good too. A lot of these biotech companies look very interesting. $7 is the level you want to watch. I put a stop loss at 7. If it breaks 7, get out. I see one here for Arturo in the chat for XLM. XLM still looks good. It does have a red dot here on the weekly, so we've been talking about that. Look at that daily alert, though. Boom. Okay, up above 17. This one looks decent still. It is green here on the monthly chart, so shoot, I'd set a stop loss at like 16 cents on this and let it ride. If it breaks 16 cents, you sell it. Hopefully you sold some up here at around 30. But last signal, this signal came down here at 15 cents, so you're still in profit. You just really want to see this daily chart play out and curl up. Okay, so I'd use a stop loss on this at like 16 cents. 16 cents on that. DGB from the chat. DGB is a stock, or a crypto, if I'm not mistaken. That one's looks awful. Again, I'd be looking for good names right now, guys. Good quality names. DGB, though, is literally sitting, though, at the low from 2020. COVID low. It hit 0.002 and popped all the way up to 18 cents. So that was like literally a 10,000% move last time it hit this level. That's insane. 7,000%. Oh my gosh. And it's got the green dot. So I don't know anything about this company. I know it's been around for a long time. It's a crypto, but it's sitting at the 2020 low here. So obviously, all-time lows, we want to buy the assets. If Amazon was sitting at its all-time low at 6 cents, we'd be looking to buy it. Okay, same thing with these crypto plays. XLM's actually moving pretty nicely today, up 6%. I actually really like that daily dot there. Okay, as long as that level holds right there at that 17-cent level, that looks really good. I think July is going to be a big month for crypto, guys. I think it's gonna break out. We got a lot of announcements coming. The Clarity Act, a lot of things happening in July. ZTS, I think we just covered this one. It just keeps dropping. We're looking for a monthly on that one. That's an ugly drop. There's got to be a reason this thing's selling off so hard. I look for the monthly on this one. Sitting at a 2017 low, almost a 10-year low. That doesn't look good. What else we got? DDD. 3D Systems. Looks like a penny stock. Got the signal down there at about $1.80. It's up about 100%. 169 is the level we're watching. WEN, that's Wendy's. Really popping up here. Huge move there on Wendy's. Targeting right there between 10 and 12. Okay, looking for the red dot on the daily to sell that one. SMR, that's a nuclear energy company if I'm not mistaken. Need the green dot on that one as well. Okay, we did get a few green dots, so you are buying it in the same spot. These green dots printed right here at 9. You're buying it at 10 here. So if you want to buy it here at 10, if you think like this looks like a good price, then I would say buy it. Use a stop loss at the low of that candle at $9. If it breaks 9, you sell it. Okay, that's all there is to it, because then we'll probably go into free fall. Okay, you just want to make sure that holds like 890. So I'd be a buyer of this here with a stop loss at 890 if I wanted to own it. ICP we covered. PLTR. PLTR actually got the golden dot here on the daily. So this is also another 1 to 6 month swing trade here on the daily chart when you see the golden dot. But if you want to play the golden dot here at 115, buy it, and then you could buy the green dot again if it goes lower. I'd probably buy PLTR right here at 90 if it hit 90, right into that 40-year moving average. But this is one of the most overvalued companies in the world in regards to their earnings, how much money they actually make. So up above 90, it's still bullish. I'd want to buy it closer to 90, though. I'm going to look for the green dot here on the weekly on that. I see what here for Jeff for LDO. LDO. Yeah. Yuck. That one's got the green monthly. Again, it's just continuing to go down. We need liquidity. We need an injection of liquidity into these markets. Okay, and that probably won't happen until the Clarity Act passes. But it's sitting at the low of October there. Okay, down at 24 cents. What else we got? Netflix. We already covered Netflix. Netflix looks good. We just need the signal. Just need the signal on Netflix there. SHX. SHX is still just ranging right here. Looking for the signal on that. It really needs to hold this level here. It's getting a daily dot today, so it really needs to hold 0.0035. Okay, we're just kind of stuck in a consolidation range. But I do like that one there. BZDF. Was it F? No. BZFD. BuzzFeed. Okay, signal came down here at 58 cents. You're a little late to the party, but if you want to play it here, use a stop loss at 120. If it holds 120, great. You got the red dot, stop loss at 120. If you want to take the trade, you think it's going to keep going, use that stop loss there at 120. What do these guys make? I get a decent amount. WKSP. This looks like a rug. We got another penny stock. We just don't really focus on penny stocks here. DOGE, that's Doge. Doge, we need the signal. Okay, need the green dot. Again, everyone's bearish right now because we're at 2023 lows, the lowest price in 3 years. Everybody sell, everybody run. The bottom's not in yet. Who cares, dude? Who cares if we buy it here at 7 cents or 5 cents if we think it's going back to 50? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't in the macro, guys. So everyone just wanting to be right today is just, they're going to look really dumb in the long term, in my personal opinion. But I think Doge looks good. Again, it's sitting at a 3-year low, the lowest price since 2023. Okay, great time to be accumulating. Not a great time to be accumulating up here at 50 cents when everyone else is talking about it. Okay, not a good time. Okay, down here when no one cares, great time. I actually like Doge down here a lot. Just looking for that signal. I see one here for SMCI. That had a pretty nice day today, up about 4%. It's just sitting on its $30 level. This company is like a magnet for bad news. Yeah, they had like someone like the FBI or something raided their facility. I don't know. They do a lot of weird stuff, but their earnings are really good. They make a lot of money. Okay, so again, we don't trade the headlines; we trade the signals. Okay, looking for the green dot here on SMCI. I actually re-entered a small position right here last week at around 28. I want it to come back up here to the red zone. We'll see how this reacts to the rest of the week. Looking for the green dot here on the weekly chart to confirm the bottom. MSFT we covered, MSTR we covered. You'll have to watch the replays. We also got KTA here. Is KTA still holding on to 12 cents? Yes, it is. Like an absolute champ. Okay, so 12 cents, 11.5 cents, big level for this name. Again, we're still targeting up here in the red zone, looking for some liquidity to come into the name. That's sitting between 40 and 60 cents. Okay, that's a 500% move. In order to get a 500% gain, sometimes you have to sit through a little bit of a dip. I entered this at 15 cents. It's sitting at 13 right now. I still think it looks good. Just looking for the next signal there to potentially add again there from the weekly. ACHR and JOBY continuing to fall. Looking for the signal on that one. This signal came right here at around 5. So if you entered at 5, you should be looking to enter again once you get the next signal there on ACHR. JOBY. JOBY, same thing. You got the signal right here at 850. It's sitting at 890. So you're right in the same spot these signals came. So right now, the level to watch is 775. That's just the low from that candle off that signal. Okay, looking for the next green dot to potentially average in. If you want to, it's not really necessary, in my opinion, unless you're down 20% or more on a position to average down. I don't average down unless I'm down 20%. Okay, it doesn't make sense to average up. CC, that's Canton, the Canton network. I've heard a lot of bullish news about this network. Still don't really understand what it is. It's got a red dot on the weekly, so I don't really like to buy new projects, guys. I kind of have to wait a year in order for that to happen, but if you wanted to buy it, I just look for the weekly here. Okay, the daily's selling off here really hard, so I just wait for the weekly dot on CC. What else we got? FLR. FLR's down here at 6. Just needs the weekly. Okay, oh, the monthly faded, dude. The monthly dot faded away. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is just wait for the weekly. So if you got in at around 7 cents or 8 cents, wherever it came, you should be looking to average down now on the next green dot. And again, you're waiting until the wave comes back up here to sell if you're using our strategy. We got LHX. Still coming down, looking for the signal. TM, Toyota Motor, sitting down here below the EMA. You guys see every time this thing comes down below its 4-year, how it's a great time to buy, great time to buy. Okay, I'm thinking this is going to be a great time to buy right here. Once we get that signal here on Toyota Motor, huge company. This is just like STLA, like all these car companies are very beat up right now, right? STLA is the maker of Dodge or Doge or whatever you want to call it. But all of them are very beat up. They've had really rough couple of years. Okay, Toyota Motor's gone down for 4 months in a row. So what are we doing on Toyota Motor? We're waiting for our signal. CRSR. Nice move. Again, where should you have been buying this? Right down here between $5 and $6. It's sitting up here at 9, looking like it wants to keep going here. Stop loss would be right there at $8. How do you know, Jeff? How do you know, brother? How do you know? XCN back in the green. XCN and Arrow are the only two green names for crypto for me today. I think Keat is a legit project. I don't think it's, I mean, it's a $20 million market cap or something like that. It's very small. MW, I don't see that one. I don't see Maui. INTU, ELF, and SMCI. INTU, green dot. I would buy that one this week if I was going long on it. Again, this thing is now sitting 50% below its 4-year. I think this is a no-brainer as long as the tax system isn't going to be redone. That's another thing that interests me about these stable coins is when we go to a stablecoin backed economy where we're not on the US dollar anymore, we're on the USDC, which is just, right, digital dollars that they can just print or whatever. They could just, what's the word I'm looking for? Program. Are we going to have to pay taxes if we're not on the dollar anymore? Is the Federal Reserve even going to be a thing? So that's my biggest question with it all. Why are these stablecoins coming out? The stablecoins are going to act as the new dollar. They're going to be pegged to a dollar. Okay, and INTU, their company would go bankrupt if there was no more taxes. So I don't know if that's the reason for the sell-off. I've heard rumors of that, but who knows if that's true or not. This is a massive company, huge company. Okay, down from $800 all the way to $250. They're making $8 billion a quarter. Okay, they own TurboTax and QuickBooks and all those big software systems. I think it looks phenomenal down here. Okay, I'd be buying the crap out of it here. Okay, we could have bought it right here at 350, went down 20%. What do? We buy more. Okay, and then when the wave comes back up here, what are we going to do? We're going to sell it. Nike, yeah, dude, that's just getting rocked. They had earnings today. Their earnings actually weren't bad. It's still holding on to 40 like a champ here, though. Still holding on. I don't know, man. These guys went woke and they went broke real quick. They went woke right about here, right back during COVID, during the Black Lives Matter stuff. Just everyone exited it. They were like, nope, politics don't need to be brought into business. They just don't have to. They don't have to be, and that's what happens. So Nike, again, huge company, making $11 billion a quarter, sitting down here at a what is this low from 2014, a 12-year low. It's crazy. If it recovers, if you think it's going to recover, I think it's a great price here. Coin double bottom, waiting for my green dots. My largest stock position. I'm so ready for it to run. Coin. Crypto's going to get its time, folks. Just a matter of when. Yeah, we need that signal there, Bobby. We need that signal right there. We got these signals right here at around the same prices. Right here at around 150, 160. So that's where we bottomed here. Right here. We bottomed here 3 times since 2024. 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th time if we can get that signal here in July and press up. Siri from Johnny. That one's moving nicely. So we're in the red zone. So we'd be exiting, right? We'd be taking profits right here at around 30. Is it going to keep going? I have no idea. Okay, but ultimately we're just using our strategy. We take profits up here. Okay, because that's just what we do. If it breaks out and keep going, okay, that's fine. We live with that. Okay, but if you want to play this thing, if you want to put a stop loss on it, I'd probably put a stop loss at 26 or even 28 if you want to be less conservative. 20 or more conservative would be 28, less conservative 26. That's where I'd put the stop. Okay, if you're playing the breakout. Again, you can move it up a little bit right there to 26.50. Okay, and let that puppy ride. If it bounces up to like 35, 40 bucks, great. Looks good. Doesn't look bad. I think they pay a dividend too, a pretty nice one. And Berkshire Hathaway owns them. That's interesting. So yeah, that one's pressing up. What's the big surprise? What else we got here in the Discord? INTU we covered. I like INTU. ELF, ELF. I dropped the TikTok on this today. This one gave us the signal back here. It gave us one right there around 54 and one right here around 60. You're up on both of those so far, and this thing's just continuing to press up. So we'd be targeting up here in the red zone between 120 and 140. Okay, that's where the price sits. Okay, our target's always up here. We want to sell the red dot in the red zone, just like you got back here in October. There was the red dot. It pulled back from 150 all the way down here to 50 bucks. So now you got the EMA crossing too. This looks very strong. I'd be buying any red days on ELF until we get back up here. I really like ELF here. Again, if you entered off of our signal, you entered down here between 50 and 60 bucks. So you're already in profit. Let that puppy ride. Let that play. Let that wave get up a little higher. And SMCI. We already covered this one. Still sitting at 30. If it goes down to 20, what are we going to do? We're just going to buy more. $30 has historically been a very strong level for this stock. You can see right there at $28. Bounced on it here. Bounced on it right here in 2025. Bounced on it in 2025, 2026, 2023. Okay, $30 is a big level for it. I like SMCI here at these levels. Okay, just wait for the green dot if you want to be sure about the bottom. We'll watch the daily chart here for a bounce. It held up pretty nicely today. It had that bad news yesterday, then rebounded today. Okay, they're trying everything they can to just flush people out of this thing, in my opinion. So up above 27, I still like it. If it goes down here again to 20, like where it hit back here in 2024 and a couple months ago, we'll just add to the position. We just covered Wendy's. It looks good. We're just looking for a sell signal. Okay, looking for a sell signal on this one. We're looking targeting between 10 and 12. Everyone and their uncle is waiting for this 4-year cycle, October time frame to start. I'm just not that smart to call bottom, so I buy and accumulate now. Great idea, dude. Could we bottom in October, as everyone's expecting? That's literally all I see on my timeline. You got to wait till October. You got to wait till October. You got to wait till October. Okay, normally when the whole entire world is saying one thing, it most likely is not going to happen. Okay, chances are we have already bottomed. Okay, if we go down to 50K, who cares? Like, it's really not going to matter to us if we go down to 50. Okay, if we buy at 60 or buy at 50 and it goes back to 125, you're really not going to be that upset. Okay, when we get back up here. The problem is people buy down here and then they look at these prices and they're like, oh my gosh. Okay, they're not looking at these prices up here. They're not looking 6 months out, waiting for the trade to actually play out. You got to give the time. You got to give the trade time to play out. You got to wait till the wave comes back up here. This is when people are excited. This is when people are fearful. We have had an extended fear market here, right? We've been in fear since December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 7 months of fear. Okay, 7 months. That's a long time, dude. I'm impatient. Everyone's impatient. But again, we don't think emotionally, right? We don't think about what we think about. We think about, boom, what's the plan? We're just going to buy these green dots as time goes on. Okay, because every time we did that on Bitcoin in the past, all the way since 2015, if you bought at any time on this chart, any of these dots when the wave was down here below the white line and you just held and waited till the wave came back up here. Whoops. Oh, man, now I really messed it up. Let me refresh. Okay, again, if you could find a place on this chart where this didn't make you money, okay, on Bitcoin, okay, buying down here. I mean, you can go all the way back to 2015 and see if you would have been buying during this time right here at 240, okay, and you just waited for it to come back up, okay, and give you a red dot right there at 700 or 20,000, you made money every single time. So in the short term, does it suck that we're going down and down and down? Yeah, it does, right? But the money is made buying in bear markets. That's a fact. You don't make money buying when everyone's excited, having a good time up here at 120. Okay, you buy when we're down here. Okay, you buy in the bear markets. That is the only way to make money in the markets. Okay, let me just bring you back to my favorite meme. Okay, my favorite meme of all time. Okay, does it make sense now? Does it make sense? Okay, it's too damn good. It's too good. Okay, it happens every time. Right? People are up here, right? I always tell you guys, up here, when the wave's up here, you're always like, man, I wish I would have bought down here. Okay? That's always the case, right? Up here at 120, you wish you would have bought at 70,000. Up here at 110, you wish you would have bought down here at 50,000. Up here at 73, you wish you would have bought down here at 25 or down here at 16, right? That's always the case up here, right? Investing is forward thinking. Okay? You're thinking about where this is going to be in 5 years. Okay, is it going to be higher in 5 years? If the answer is yes, you should buy it. And then you just wait till it goes higher. You don't have to predict or tell everybody what the exact day. It's going to be October 15th at 7 p.m. No, we just have a plan and we stick to it. Like the verse of the day says, man. Success belongs to the diligent, baby. Success belongs to those who plan and those who are disciplined and stick to the plan. Oh, the 6-month chart? Yeah, Bobby. I know. I saw that on Twitter. I thought that was so interesting. So looking at Bitcoin's 6-month chart. So each one of these candles right here, guys, is 6 months worth of time. Okay? So this bar is 6 months. This bar is 6 months. This bar is 6 months. And you can see that Bitcoin in the past has gone down for 12 months. So 2 of these bars is 12 months. 12 months down, 30 months up. 12 months down, 30 months up. We just had, we have this candle closing in 1 hour, by the way. This is closing in 1 hour, meaning we're going to get a new 6-month candle tomorrow in January. Okay, and historically, all the way back since 2018, anytime Bitcoin's gone down for 2 periods of 6 months, so 12 months, it has been met with a big bounce. Okay, same. Well, this one did 3. Okay, this one went down for 18 months. That was back in 2015, but it's a different market than 2015 now. But this is actually a very interesting chart because again, we went down from 2022 to 2023, right? Bear market for 1 year, bull market for 2 years, 2.5 years. Bear market for 1 year. What's coming next? If this pattern continues, what's coming next? A big fat green candle over the next 6 months. That's what's coming next. So again, anyone selling here historically, based off the data, is not very smart. Okay, if you sell now, you're never going to make money in crypto. But I love that chart. Thanks for bringing that up, Bobby. What else do we got? I think I'm going to leave that there, folks. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to leave it off right there at Into, so we'll just pick up on that tomorrow. We'll be live again, same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. We're live every single day, Monday through Friday. I will not be live on Friday this week. I will be out at the cabin for the 4th of July, celebrating quote-unquote Independence Day here in America. And yeah, so we won't be live Friday, but all this week, normally we're live Monday through Friday. If you guys are new, check out that trading course over here. Again, if you guys like those indicators, you guys can download those over here in the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link. Takes a couple of clicks and all of the indicators will load up right into your TradingView account. TradingView is just the website that we use to chart. That's tradingview.com. You can also check that out over here in the trading apps tab. So I got everything that I use over here in the trading apps. Everything that I use, I trade crypto on Coinbase, stocks on Robinhood. TradingView link is right there. That's an affiliate link if you guys want to use it. If not, not a big deal. And again, the trading indicators right there. That will get you all of my indicators that I use in the layout. And yes, absolutely. Yep. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. If you guys are not in the Discord, that link is in the description. It's free to join. Check that out. Check out the course. Hope to see you guys in there. God bless you. Have a great rest of the evening. If you guys need me, hit me up in the Discord.